you should play. I'll go through the basic stuff. So first time you log in, you have to give it permission to use your location and your step counter and your microphone. We use Bluetooth to connect to the EVOTAG, and we use your location for the GPS. And then we use your microphone for the push-to-talk function in the app, so you can speak to your teammates while you're playing. The first time you log in, you won't have as many buttons as is shown here. You only have the settings button down to in the lower right corner, and you will have a new player. Well, it says it'll say new player up here, and then you can call yourself a name. So start by giving yourself a name, and then I'll just quickly disconnect from my tagger. So you will have you only have the big play button in the middle. And what we want you to start with is to make sure that you have your EVOTAG in front of you. All EVOTAGers have a label on them with a name, and then you can find them in the app afterwards. When you have put in the battery, it's a 9 voltage battery. Just make sure that you insert it correctly, and then press the trigger on the EVOTAG to activate it, and then it will pop up in the tagger panel in the app. If somehow your phone is rotating every time you tilt it, make sure that you deactivate auto rotation on your phone. You can do that by locking down the app, and then just go in and find automatic rotation and just disable that. So just click on play, and then you will have this animation showing you how to put on the wristband correctly and how to mount your phone in the wristband. You can press do not show this message again. And here you can see an overview of the EVOTAGers that are ready to connect. So just make sure that if they don't show up, you have to make sure that there's enough voltage on the batteries, otherwise you have to charge them. Make sure that you have inserted them correctly in the EVOTAG. Then you find the right tagger, and you press on connect, and then it will take a couple of seconds to connect the EVOTAG. And now it's connected. Sometimes it goes really fast, and sometimes you have to wait a couple of seconds. The next panel that pops up is the squad panel. So you will have to join either a blue or green squad. This is the 2 default squads. If there's at least 1 player in each squad, you will also have a create squad button in the lower right corner, so you can play with more than 2 squads. In this example, I'll just join the blue squad. Then I'll go directly to the game panel, the game overview. Here you can see ended games. You can also see if there's a running game. I'll try to show you how to create game. I'll press on the create button in the lower right corner. And here you have 3 quick play modes. You have the practice game, where you can just go in and practice all the different equipment. You have the battle royale, which is last man or last team standing. You play in a zone that gets smaller and smaller over time, and you have to be inside the zone if you want to stay alive. And then there's a deathmatch game mode, where you typically play in 2 teams against each other. You set up a kill target, and then you play on time. So you have to the first team that reaches the kill target wins. You can also click on advanced, and then you can customize your own game. I will show you that in a minute, but I'll just click on practice, and then I will go straight into the game. I can click on the OK button here. It says that I'm using Wi-Fi. We recommend, of course, that you play on mobile data and not Wi-Fi. And we recommend that you play outside, because the EVOTAG shoots with infrared and it can bounce on walls. So go outside and play. So on the top you have your health bar, and you have your credits. And if you get hit, you can see that your screen will turn red and your health bar will get lower and lower. The first time you play, you will have a lot of hints on your screen telling you what to do, telling you when to activate your medkit, You can activate your medkit by pressing these 2 small arrows right to the medkit at the menu, lower menu here. So if you tap on it, it says cancel. I'll just leave it, and then I will get some more health.
Much better.
I can also click on the shop. The shop is lower right corner. It's like a shop icon with an icon of a coin. Click on that, and then I can tap off the weapons on the weapons I want to buy. I also like to buy an armor, and I can tap to close. If I want to equip my armor, again, I press on the 2 small arrows right to the armor to activate it, and then I'm less vulnerable to die. If I click on the weapon, I can change weapons simply by clicking on the weapon I want to have. This one shoots with automatically, so like a machine gun.
Pieces.
Every time you hit someone, it says ding, and every time you get hit, it says "ah," and you turn red. Briefly, you have the microphone top left. It's a push to talk button, so just hold it and talk, and your teammates will be able to hear what you're saying. And then you have the map. Just click on the map button, and then you can see where your teammates are, and if you play with bases, or if you play with the Battle Royale with a zone that gets smaller and smaller, you will be able to see that at all time. I'll just click on the menu here, and I'll leave the game. And then you will have the badge overview, and you will have your stats, kills, kill death radio, and your accuracy, and your damage. Now I want to click on play again. I want to show you how to create and customize your own game. If you play deathmatch quick play mode, it's up to 10 kills for 10 minutes. If you click on advanced, you can customize your own games. So I'll click on deathmatch, and now I can set it up to as many kills as I want to. I can click duration. I can even use bases. When you play with bases, you have to go back to your own base when you die to revive. And you have a shop only in your own base, I can give you some more credits, and I can adjust the loot. So I only play with a couple of weapons and an armor. That's basically what we want you to start with. And then when you get better, you can increase the loot and play with more and more equipment. Then you click on next to choose the squads you want to be in the game. And then you click on boundary. If you want to make the boundary bigger, just click on plus and minus to get it smaller. And then you can move the center by clicking on the map. You just simply hold your finger on the map where you want the center to be, and just hold it for a couple of seconds, and then it will automatically move the zone. If you want to set a base, I click on green and I hold, and then on blue, hold and leave. You can make these bases bigger just by adjusting them. You click on next when you're satisfied, and then other players will have this pop up on their screen that you created the game, and they can join the game. And then everyone is in the game. You can see that at the player panel to the left. You just click next, and then the game will start. Just leave again. I'll show you what it looks like when someone else is creating a game. So I will create a game from another device, and then I'll get a pop-up on my screen immediately after. I can join it, and then the host of the game, you can click next when everyone is inside the game, inside the lobby, and then we can start the game. I'll just leave it. All right. So if you want to click play domination, domination is typically 2 or multiple teams where you play with bases, and then you have domination zones. And you have to be inside the zone to score points. You only score points if you or some of your teammates are in the zone without your enemies being there. So you have to conquer the zones and score as many points as possible. So if you, for instance, don't see this pop up when someone else is creating a game, it's because you have to calibrate your GPS. So you have to lock down the app, and then you have to disable your location on your phone, and then you have to activate the location again, and then you open up the app again, and that will solve the issue. So yeah, I hope you have a really good time playing, and of course you can always call us, reach out to us if you have any questions. We will be happy to help you. This is a short introduction of the EVOTAG app. The first time